just goes to show you how adaptable Version 1 can be. We saw Beast Mode playing incredibly well. Com's defense was actually out of this world. It was world-class defensive game from Com. But then also you got Torment slotting that perfect pass. It was an all-around team win for Version 1. And even when the demo game wasn't necessarily working perfectly, they found another way to win.
And what I love seeing as well from Torment is when we don't talk about him for a little while, and yet we still see Version 1 winning, because that's the role that he knows that he plays as well. He's not there to get all the demos and the bumps and the everything, all the plays that are really going to be showing off on those final reels. He is there mostly to fill in the backline, make sure that Com and Beast Mode are able to do something with it. A triple commit, going into the fake, into the pass, and the save from GarrettG. The screenshot of that triple commit, that's not going to be pretty, but they escape with the skin of their teeth, NRG.
And I actually think that's a huge save from Garrett, who we've already seen make some big saves today. Garrett bailing NRG out of that triple commit, because if they let that one in, that's something that would haunt them for quite some time.
Justin trying to get that onto the backboard, and with Garrett again slowing it down, taking notes from Squishy, who was doing it so well earlier. Then leads to Garrett for the shot, and that all came down from Garrett slowing it a little bit. It then forces, it was Beast Mode into a bit of an awkward touch. Then it forced Torment. Justin over central towards Garrett, who was there without comms knowledge or intelligence, able to shoot it just below the crossbar.
I mean, maybe just game sense. But Garrett quickly turned out. If he's quick to rotate out and he doesn't linger for a moment, if he rotates out, there's no way that shot's going in. And we saw that happen last game for NRG, where they had the rebound from the Squishy shot. No one was there on the goal line. Whereas for Version 1, on that Beast Mode play, Torment was right there. So you're seeing NRG start to be ready for those rebounds, play a little bit more aggressively, and be ready to use those rotations and let a player turn.
And that's exactly what a game one can be sometimes. It'll be a learning experience. You saw that, okay, they must have noticed, guys, we had some chances, but there was no one there available to get that final shot. Well, let's change that. Game number 2, Aquadome will be different. And GarrettG, he's got something different here as he outspeeds Beast Mode.
And this was an interesting play, because you saw the demo from Beast Mode. And Garrett, there was another demo attempt on him, and he was able to dodge it at the midfield and get that touch. Beast Mode, it was a tough place for him to be, and Garrett doesn't go for the shot there. If he goes for the shot, Beast Mode's probably going to deflect that wide. Instead, had trust in his teammates, just hit it to the backboard, and it was the right call. And NRG now up by 2. This is a much different looking NRG squad.
And this is the NRG squad, James, that we want to see for such a long time. These players should be world-class. They should have got better results than, and I know people are going to say they got top 8 of Worlds, they got 9th to 12th in regional, but we want more. They need to be competing those championships yet again. And with blocks like that and shots coming in, they are looking like they've got a lot more venom in their strikes nowadays.
You're 100% right, Stumpy. The expectations are there. 4 out of the 6 players on the field with World Championship titles. Torment, the only one on Version 1 with that title, and he won it with Squishy. There's so much history on the field, and the expectations when you've been a player playing at that level for so long, you have that expectation on yourself more than anything.
Justin trying to outplay the entire backline defense, but Com, again, able to be more defensively minded and is able to clear it away. Great pass center, but with Beast Mode, they're ready to receive. He's able to clear it central, but Justin rotating around nicely, falls it down to Com. Com air dribbling over the top of a couple. Beast Mode tries to go for the bump on Justin, but instead gets out of sorts himself. With Garrett only 50 boost, he pinches it perfectly into the midfield. Just get any distance on him, but Beast Mode this time winning that foot race.
Squishy's going to try to keep this streak NRG has going. Under 2 minutes left to play. There's a 2-goal lead, and now we're starting to see some demos. The demo forcing Justin into an awkward spot, and it's cleared out, but Com will have tons of time, full boost, heavy first touch, but he does beat Justin out, but Justin able to get the trade.
And a great trade it was too, because okay, it's just fallen down dead into the midfield. Now we're finally seeing it get lifted back up, and NRG are going to be the recipients of this ball. Com knows that he's got a little bit of time, but misplays it, a poor touch. Manages still to get the flip reset, God knows how. With only 12 boost, though, he then reverses back towards that NRG net. Com, leave the play, understand where you need to be. Although that looked great, I don't think that was what you've been rehearsing.
Yeah, Com, improv master. He almost pulled that together.
He did.
Still, Version 1 do have time, and they're on the attack now. Shot opportunity.
Open.
The shot comes in, and it's good. Torment on a tight angle, recognizing that everyone from NRG was out of net. Squishy was being harassed by Cobb.
And it was also that great dunk from Beast Mode. Knows that, okay, the bump is coming in. If I rush the ball, then this should fall well for one of my teammates to go and shoot from, and Torment was in the perfect place at the perfect time. Only one goal splitting these two. In the final minute of Aquadome, NRG need to hold on.
And this is when I think NRG might start to sweat a little bit. Version1 has had their number. They got swept at Worlds. They lost game 1, and now a late surge thanks to a play from Com that is really reminiscent of all the success that Version1 has had against them. It came from a bump, an aggressive play. See if NRG can close it out. They have struggled in the past to close out tight games against top teams. And Version1, like I said, Stumpity, they have had NRG's number.
Yes, absolutely. But NRG, they might have changed their number. They might have put them onto that blocked caller list, because so far in this game, they have done a great job in shutting them down. Squishy, again, the time management, taking to this inning, slowing it down just a little bit, and then committing on that ball, getting the shot, getting the goal, and securing the game.
Squishy with the bar down shot after the 58 boost and used it perfectly against his old teammate Torment. And Squish, the importance of that shot can't be understated. We've seen it already. The 0-second goals that are possible at this level, how good players are at keeping it in the air to secure that game against a team like Version1 that has been so good against NRG. That is going to do wonders for the mentality of NRG as they get a big game win. They were looking for this one for a while.